What's up, guys? So I just basically just kind of finished up a trade here. I'm in my apartment, dirty apartment actually. And I'm going to go over with you guys on actually what I did. It was USD JPY. It's real quick. And help you guys make some money in the markets. Let's go. So first, whenever I'm looking at a trade, is I want to get it over like a bird eyes view, right? So I want to look big. So what I always do, I have my charts marked up from the 4 hours. I want to see all the levels first. I want to see what's going on. The problem is when you kind of look at like 5, 15 minute and 30 minute time frames, is there's so much movement in there, you can't even see a clear direction of where the market's going. So right now I've already marked this up, and I actually mark it up using the trend. Actually using this here, I'll just show you, man. It's easier. I'll use the line charts to mark it up, which makes it a lot easier. All right, and then I'll switch it over later, and I'll have another video on that. But anyway, so I kind of get a view of what's going on. And then we're going to look at the hour. I'll scroll down to the hour and see, okay, great. We can see right here that obviously, like you saw in the 4 hour, there's a lot of bearish movement. It consolidated right here, and now we're pushing right back up. I'm on the USD JPY. So obviously, there's a lot of bulls who are, thinking obviously the U.S. market is on the up and coming, right? So we're pushing up, so now we kind of know. So usually I'll do my trend lines too. I got my trend line right there, as you can see, right? So the kind of trading that I do, that I borrow just by testing out different things, is confluence trading. I mean, it's simple. It's you want to make sure certain, boxes are ticked off before you actually place a trade. Now, does that mean you're going to win every time? Hell no, it doesn't mean that. However, you have an edge in the market, EDGE, edge. So we make an educated guess on where it's going to go, right? So let's see. We're going to go down even further, right? Let's do the 30 minute. Now, once I understand where the market's going, we can see it's going up, right? And we can look a little bit closer. We can see that it went up and now it's retracing. This happens all the time, okay? It's retracing here. We use something called Fibonacci. Now, this is really, really important. We want to actually place this trade. We believe it's going up. They say that, the trend is our friend. We want to place this trade in between 38.2 and 61.8, preferably. All right. The key thing with this, guys, is just being patient. It's the biggest thing you'll learn as a trader is how important patience is. It's super important. We want to make sure all these signals are aligned before we place trade and before we start risking our capital. So 38.2 and 61.8. I actually entered this trade at 108.827, up $11 now. 108.827. So roughly right here. I got in right here. So if we go to the 15 minute, even lower. So I got in roughly about right here. Now, why did I get in? Because it's in this zone. Now, preferably, I would have loved for it to go even further down. I love that. Because if I get here, I can do a 10 to 20 pip stop loss. If it goes any further down here, then I know it's not going up, right? For the most part. However, it hit here once per here, twice, 3 times. Cool. More confirmation, right? Now, this is important. It's really important. I'm going to point this out here for you guys. I always look for within these zones here, I'm looking for candlestick patterns inside this. So first I want to see where the trend is going, draw my trend lines on the lower time frame. Then I'm looking for retracements. And then in this zone 38.2 to 61.8, I'm looking for a candlestick pattern. So multiple confirmations, and I got one here. So I got this one right here. It's a bearish candle right here. It's kind of like a, what do you call it? Dragon tail, right? Is it a dragon tail? But anyways, I think you guys know what I'm talking about here. So we want to have basically a short body at the top with a long wick. It's relatively long enough. Usually sometimes you'll have it all the way down here. Right, you have it all the way down here, but this time it didn't. And then that's really important is the next candle is going to be a large bullish candle, which kind of basically covers the previous 4 to 5 candles. So that's what I'm looking for when I'm looking at the market here. And then I got in there, and then we just see what happens. So right now I'm up, I'm up $20 right now. So it's actually moving the way I want it to go. If we zoom out, here, let's see if we can zoom out even more, right? It's looking all right. So it's looking like we can hit these levels here and then even go even further. Even further. So that's what I'm looking for. Right now I'm at 1928. So we'll see. I'm kind of early. I got about an hour until London session opens up. But hopefully we can get a big push up here. And like I said, I'm at 0.30, so $3 a pip. So if it kind of moves up a little bit, I'm looking to take profit around, let's see. Preferably I would love to take profit here. You'll see some guys who have it marked out in great detail, and sometimes I'll do that, and sometimes, not saying it's good or not, but sometimes I don't want to say I'll wing it, but I kind of have an eye of where I want to take the profit. The biggest thing that you can realize as a trader that can help you, that somebody told me, it's not even about how much money you can make, because there's this trader who's, not just a trader, he's a coached a lot of successful traders, Mark Douglas. He says, you can't quantify reward, but you can quantify risk. What does that mean? You can determine, and I can determine how much money we're willing to lose on any trade, but we don't know how much we're going to make. We don't know. We have no idea. We have no idea how much money we're going to make in the market, because it can do anything that it wants to do. It can do anything it wants to do. But we can determine how much money we're willing to lose on any trade. For sure. We can do that. As far as money we're making, this shit could hit to this level here. It could go all the way up here within the next hour. One huge button. We don't know. Shit, it could retrace back. We don't know. However, we have a guess, right? An educated guess on it. So we're going to just keep an eye out on this. I'll just zoom back in so you can see. And one more thing too I love, it kind of showed right here, is we have a gap here in the market. I love gaps in the market. That means there's a lot of pressure from the bulls. And all this means is there's an imbalance in conviction in the market. That's all that means. There's more people who believe it's going to go up than there is people who think it's going to go down. Right? And that's what this gap signifies right here. So we're going to keep an eye on it, and let's see what happens. We're at $23. All right, we'll see. So as you can see here, we're actually up about $52. So it actually went up. So you can see, as I showed you earlier, we got in around here, and it's pushing up. It's pushing up. Now, it's possible I could take the profit here. We'll see. See what I'll do. But like I said, you just got to kind of be patient with it. Just got to be patient. So I'm looking to actually take this around, I could take this around 60 to 65 bucks. That's what I'm looking at. However, it could go to the moon, man. I could take some profits. Usually what I like to do is I like to take profits. Like 20 pips, I'll start taking quarters away. So basically, I'll take 25% of the profits away and then kind of go up from there. There's so many methods to do that, but that's just kind of what I'm doing. And but like I said, man, this thing, it's already at this zone right here. Now, I'll be even looking for like a little bit of resistance here because it hit this level here. Maybe even another retracement and then it to go back up again. Or it could just skyrocket up. Like I said, like Mark Douglas said, he has a book called Trading in the Zone. I'll put the description at the bottom for that book. Highly recommend it. That and there's another book too. I'm actually looking around my apartment right now for it. It's called, what was that book called? Oh, here it goes. Market Wizards. Recommend that one too. So, they say you can quantify risk, but you can't quantify reward. Basically, that means is we can determine how much we're going to lose, but we don't know how much we can make. And if you can ask yourself that question, then you can be super successful. All the top traders are always asking and always fearful of losing money. That's why they make money, because they're fearful of losing money. Right? So, as you can see, we got a little rejection right now. If we go around, we got a little rejection, just a little bit off this line here. And it could actually sit here for a little bit. We don't know. Or it could go up. We'll see. And I'll determine what I want to do. So, all right, so we're up 64 bucks already. So it kind of did what I said it was going to do. Wish that happened all the time, but you know, it is what it is. It's pushing up, man. We got a lot of momentum in the market. London session just opened up, you know, and we're up 65. Just that quick, man. Yeah, let's look out and see. Yeah, it could definitely push up like it's doing. I mean, 66. It could push up here, retrace back a little bit here at this. It could retrace. It could go up to this level, retrace here, and then go back up. Or you could just go all the way up here. Who knows? Like I said, what I like to do is after I actually hit one of my marks there, I like to actually move up my stop loss. So I actually moved it up to where I actually got in at. So now there's, you know, no way I can lose money for sure. And I'm most likely going to start taking some profits here. So, yeah, man. Start taking some money here pretty soon. Because we're already at about, right about 20 pips. Right? 20 pips, about 20 pips I like to take some money. So, who knows how long I'll be in this? I'm going to kind of end the video there, guys. But yeah, the most important thing is I always ask myself before we get in, and I got this from other people, is how much am I willing to lose on any trade? How much am I willing to lose on this trade? Period. That's the first thing I ask. One of the first things I ask. I look at my account size, and I look at how much I'm willing to lose at the next trade I take. And then I do my analysis and do confluence trading. Watch this video again. If you know you didn't fully get it, you know, leave comments below, ask questions, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. But look out for more videos. I'm gonna start making these more, just helping people out and just showing people how you can make money, even if it's 50 bucks a day, 100 bucks a day. I mean, think about it, guys. If you can bring in, let's say at the very bare minimum, there's 22 trading days in a month. Let's say 20 trading days on a month. If you can average 50 bucks a day, that's $1,000 a month. For most people, that's their rent. And if not, for sure, that's their car payment or you know, their car note or their insurance. And that's just in the States. If you have no other expenses and you live abroad, even though we're in COVID right now, you know, Mexico's still open. If you go there and you're making $1,000 a month from your phone, you're doing all right, you know, just off that, not including anything else you got going on. So you got to think about this as a long-term game, but that's for a whole nother video. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm up 64 right now, but I'm going to ride this thing on out. But yeah.